Okay, it is that time of the week again.
No, you have to say the same thing. You
No,
keep on changing stuff.
I want it to be natural.
It is Monday again. What is
No, I say either it's Monday or it's 6:30 EST.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's been a week since our last live stream,
Yeah.
and we just had dinner,
Yes.
and we've begun our stream.
It's
So
begun. It has begun.
it has begun, yes.
Mhm.
If you go to Zahadum, you will die. Do you not? You
Go?
don't know what that is?
No.
It's from Babylon 5.
To what?
Zahadum.
Sounds like something from Dune.
Yeah, they're
Is it
similar.
from
It's not from Dune. It's from Babylon 5.
because they use like Arabic similar
Sounding
sounding
words. Yeah,
words?
it's there's some words there that sound similar to that. Are you
Okay.
gonna start off today with the book of the week?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Let me turn on. First of all, let's see if I think the mics are working.
1, 2. Yeah, they seem to be okay.
And if anyone's on the stream, on the live stream, if you have any questions,
Feel free to ask them at any point. I'll be moderating and looking at the chat and funneling questions to Nir. And yeah, I'll switch to the desk cam.
Oh, I think I moved it.
Just slightly. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit here.
That's okay.
Yes, more or less.
Yeah.
So I bought this book. I think I ordered it online from Amazon. And it's a French, I guess Belgian. I think Custerman is I'm not sure, but I think it's a German publisher. But so this is a book by Schoiten and Peters. Schoiten is the artist, and I really like the fact that the artist is written before the writer here, because I think the main thing here is the art. So I think for this specific book, he's more important. And so he was, I think he studied architecture like me. And so all of the panels and pages here are very interesting, like in the architecture style. So he has a lot of innovative ways to depict architecture, both in the way he draws it, colors it, and like the design itself.
Yeah.
It's like it looks like something maybe Baroque inspired.
Yeah, a
but
little bit of
more
Art Nouveau as well.
more extreme than that.
Right? With the like arched windows and all the
On the floral designs.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the
It's very cool.
colors. Colors are like muted and they all work
Muted
really well
colors.
together.
Yeah.
Pastel is like desaturated pastels. Yeah.
And I'm sure it wasn't digitally colored. I'm not sure when. So this print is from 2007, but I think it's like the original is older than that. So his character reminds me of Mobius a little bit, and also the coloring. But the architecture obviously is completely different. It looks like something else.
Right.
And it's really, really.
When was this made?
Detailed. I think it's from the 90s, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's older than that.
It should say on the.
No, it
only says when this version was published.
It says 2007, but I don't think it's yeah. Here it says 2007.
Where did you pick up this book?
Amazon.
Oh, you ordered it. Okay. Yeah.
So it's a very famous French comics. one of the most like known ones. So he's actually Belgian, and the writer is French. So it's all in French. Look at this. It's so it takes so much time to do all this.
Yeah.
Because you need to do all the details and think about the perspective at the same time. And like doing perspective in curves, it's not easy.
Right.
And it looks very accurate.
Yeah.
It looks like he doesn't make mistakes. But it's mostly clear lines. So I don't think he has a lot of line variations. Most of the lines are more or less the same thickness.
Did you say clear lines?
Clear line clair. It's something that I think was developed. The idea was developed by the creator of Tintin, Tintin.
Yeah.
Which is using like only one type of line weight in the drawing with almost no hatches, cross hatching at all.
Okay.
And Mobius is also
yeah, I don't remember Mobius using any hatching.
Yeah, he does use hatching sometimes.
Maybe very sparingly.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
It's similar to this, actually. This is also, I looked at this, and this is very complicated to draw.
Yes.
Because you need to,
the
there's
spiraling
a lot of line breaks.
The perspective, yeah.
Line breaks. A lot of them.
But it's also a structure, so you have to make it make sense. Like the way that they connect has to have width.
To think about this this column, for example, it breaks here, 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 in many places. So it takes a lot of time.
The colors do remind me of Mobius quite a bit, actually.
Yeah. I think he's younger than Mobius. He's still alive now. I think he's 70, something like that.
I can check to see.
But yeah, it's not from the Mobius time, but maybe 10 years after that 10 or 20 years. Also, the blacks look very cool, and this has a lot of hatching in it. But yeah, if you know that the page is gonna be in color, you don't really need all the hatching and all the textures, because it works with the colors.
He is 69.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you were very close.
I think this is a story about the creation of what's the name of this museum in Paris? Because I see the
Notre Dame.
No, the museum.
Oh, museum! I thought you said.
Forgot.
Oh yeah. It's like
we've been there.
It has like a metabolistic kind of.
Pompidou.
Maybe Pompidou. Let me check.
I think it's Pompidou. So it.
Yeah, it's Pompidou. It is
Piano.
Pompidou.
I guess it's Renzo Piano, the architect that designed it.
This one.
It looks like it's a story about it. I don't know French, so I can't really.
Yeah.
No, but it looks like he has like the idea of, because the idea of this structure is that, and the thing that won the competition for this museum is that they took all the structural elements of the museum and put them on the facade of the building.
Right. Yeah.
So each of the tubes here and the pipes are different type of like system, air conditioning, and
that was a time where I think the industrial look was really popular, because it was popular to show.
But I think it was the first one that actually did it.
One of the forerunners.
Yeah, a long time ago, like I think it was in the 80s.
Actually, it's sort of like the antithesis to the design language that we're in now. The modern sort of like Western design language is sleek, smooth,
Mhm.
flat. It
Yeah.
doesn't show any functionality.
Yeah, but
Everything's hidden
also
away.
also this style is very different from what we do today.
Yeah.
It's very detailed, and there's a lot of like ornaments, things that people are afraid of in this era.
Was there ever a point in time where some, I don't know, architect or artist made?
Is it stuck?
No, it's okay. This is the Nir is referring to the site that we use to stream both on YouTube and on Twitch at the same time. It just halts every once in a while, but it doesn't affect
Okay.
the feed. Yeah.
So I have this page today. It's a double,
Yeah.
and
From Helix Sky.
yeah, it's from Helix Sky, and it's the next one. So last time we started this page, and I finished it afterwards
Yes.
with a fish-looking lady here.
Yes. What was the name that Jamie gave her? I'm pretty sure it was Maya.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so this is Maya, and she's she's fully drawn now.
Yeah.
And so the next page is a double, and it's something like maybe I can call it a dream sequence. So it's not directly related to the story,
Right.
but it is part of the story, but it's not. It's supposed to be like a break that maybe introduces something more magical in the story. And yeah, so it's sort of like what happens in Terry Gilliam movies, like in Brazil, for example, where there's a reoccurring dream,
Right.
something like that.
What's going on here?
What?
This one is not.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. I think it. Do you need it?
No, it's not absolutely crucial.
Yeah, there's a problem with this with the connector here.
Yeah.
Sometimes it stops working. If there's no other way we have to use it, I think we need to reset this. Do you need it?
No.
Okay. So here, in it's a more like psychedelic thing. I don't know if that's the best way to describe it, but more like a dream or something like that.
So it's a dream sequence.
It's a dream sequence, and it involves yeah, I have a lot of arcs like that, similar to that in other stories as well, and a lot of them are based on dreams that I had.
Okay.
And this one is also like that, but it's not like one-to-one depiction of the dream. It's like based on like different type of dreams that I had.
Mm-hmm. Is it a mashup?
It's a mashup, yeah, of dreams. Yeah, more or less. The holidays are almost over.
The holidays are almost over, technically.
It's so weird that everything stops. Like
Yeah,
nothing, no one works, nothing like behaves normally.
right.
Like you can't really talk to people
No, what do you mean, like online?
online,
Emails?
emails,
Yeah, I
no
think a
one
lot of people are
answers.
also, well, it's first of all, it's like a break, right, from work. But then apart from that, I think many people take vacations around Christmas time, and I think a lot of them also extend it into the
Is
beginning of January.
to go to a ski resort or
Yeah, ski
something.
resort or visit family or go vacationing somewhere warmer in our case. So most of my family is away on vacation at the moment, for instance.
And most of the people I work with are not working.
Yeah.
Okay.
I usually crack my soda open as you're transitioning from book of the week to
Oh, so it was late
it
today.
was a bit late, yeah, a few
Oh
minutes
my
late.
God.
It's okay. I'm still on time. I met the deadline.
What's the deadline? What's the most late that you can do it?
An hour and a half after.
Okay.
I'm giving myself quite a lot of berth there. A wide berth, as they say.
Do you get like a fine if you do it like later?
No,
Okay.
there's no reprimand of any kind.
Okay. So I wanted to draw like a knight riding a zebra
Right.
here,
Yeah.
but I thought about it and I said to myself, like, why, when you see like something that is more fantasy,
Yeah.
it's always
A horse.
like a horse and a knight and something that is designed in a specific to be looking like it's a from a specific era or time.
Mm.
Like it's most of the time it's like medieval, and he has like an armor.
Yeah.
I think it's all like related somehow to Lord of the Rings. I think he Tolkien, like the mark that he made was so impactful. So,
Yeah.
but I chose to make the knight figure like wearing regular like jeans, and like they are, he does wear armor, but it's like more of a like police officer armor,
Right. It's
like something
form-fitting
more
and more,
modern,
yeah.
which I think is more, it's interesting because it's different.
Yeah. Also, the weapon that he's holding doesn't really seem
Yeah, it is
normal.
like jousting tool, but it's like, yeah, it's not like a something that
It
you would
looks like
see in
a
the
huge
Middle Ages.
needle, maybe, or
Hmm. It's supposed to be like a jousting spear.
right. Did Tolkien, I seem to recall that he at least did some of the writing for Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit while he was stationed as a soldier at war?
I don't think so. I'm not
No?
sure. Maybe I think you're mistaken it with what's his name? Slaughterhouse 5
No, no,
or
no. J.R.R. Tolkien's experiences in World War One,
yeah,
particularly
experiences, but
the
he wrote it.
horrific Battle of the Somme, profoundly shaped his mythology.
Yeah, he wrote it
I think
after
he was
after
a
that.
soldier. Was he not?
Maybe he was a soldier, but he didn't write it then. It was after that. I remember it's something related to his son.
Oh, he served in World War One, was evacuated with trench fever, which I've never heard of that before.
Trench fever, yeah.
Whoa.
So they had like it's the same era of the Spanish flu,
Oh, okay.
but I don't think it trench fever is Spanish flu. It's
Okay.
so you know the sanitation and
Right.
like the
Yeah. He
they didn't
began
have like
writing.
good hygiene there.
Yeah. He began writing his legendarium, including elements of Lord of the Rings after the war or during recovery, but his harrowing experiences heavily influenced the dark landscapes and themes of war, death, and camaraderie in his work, especially the desolation of Mordor. He wrote The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings much later during World War II, but drew from his first-hand World War I trauma to create Middle-earth.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And it's not the first like sword and sorcery story.
no, of
So
course not. Yeah. I mean, even
Conan was
no, I mean, you can look even much
before
earlier
that.
than that. Even like the Odyssey and the Iliad have some
Yeah, for sure.
elements of sword and sorcery.
Yeah, it's mythology.
Norse mythology.
All type of mythology.
And it's interesting because, like, elves and dwarves and most of the types, I think trolls as well, most of the types of races that Tolkien wrote into Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit
Are based on
I don't know.
real
Well,
races.
no, I'm not going to say that. I don't
But
think I don't think we can say that.
I think
But
it's true. I think it's what he. I don't think he meant like specific type of people, but he did
yeah,
mean like there's a. So what I think about the Lord of the Rings that it's a bit
racist.
racist. Yeah,
But
like
then you
it.
could say that about any story that includes various types of peoples, right?
No, but it doesn't only include various types
It
of peoples.
demonizes
It
specific
says
types, or
like the not only demonizes. It says like this type of people are good at that. This type
right?
of people are
Yeah.
good at that. This type of
Okay. Yeah.
like it's
I see what you're saying. Yeah, and there's sort of like this. So what I started saying before was that obviously like elves and dwarves and all of these sort of fantastic folklorish elements existed before he wrote his books and he weaved them into his story, right?
mm-hmm.
But Scandinavia, um, elves are they go all the way back.
Yeah.
So they're really basic in the sort of, I don't know if you'd call it pagan, but yes, I guess pagan like cultures from many places.
Mm-hmm. Like mythology and stories are talking about trolls and elves and
Yeah. I think that in most of the Scandinavian stories, elves were almost not supposed to be material in the sense that people are made out of matter. I think they're supposed to be these sort of like ethereal, um, like fleeting entities that can appear and disappear, and tricksters. They play like all sorts of tricks on people just for fun, and people would leave them small offerings to appease them, so that they wouldn't play tricks on them.
yeah, most of the time in mythology it's like there are like the reason they invented the stories is to like warn people about stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you do this or that, the elf will come and take your eyes or something like that.
Right. Or steal children, I think, or steal horses, or
Yeah,
I don't know. It depends what specific
specific. Yeah,
culture you're looking at, but
but
uh,
every culture has that.
yeah, and I think they're mostly seen to be mischievous.
Elves specifically,
Yeah,
or
and not like dangerous in the sense of, so the sort of corollary to that would be jinn in Arabic, like folklore. But I think they're seen as more
Positive figures.
malicious. The
Jinn?
jinn, I think so.
But Jinn is not like the one that when you like encounter it, he gives you like wishes, or is it?
I think that's just a small part of it. I think so. Jinns are. I'm reading from Wikipedia. Jinns are supernatural beings from pre-Islamic Arabian and Islamic mythology, created from smokeless fire, in quotations, existing in a parallel realm and possessing free will, allowing them to be good or evil like humans. They can shapeshift, influence humans, and are central figures in folklore. Okay, so I guess they're not malicious. They can be malicious, though. They have moral agency. They can interact with the human world, but they can also possess people, cause madness, and influence earthly events. They can appear as animals, humans, or other forms, and are sometimes seen as guardians of places or mischievous tricksters. There we go with the tricksters again. But it's interesting how all these different religions have basically the same kind of unseen.
Yeah, because it's the reason for that is to warn people.
Yeah.
Like to tell people don't go out alone
Yes.
at night,
Yeah.
because there's actual dangers if you go out alone at
Yeah.
night.
But then why not just say don't go because it's dangerous? Why did
It's
you need
easier to frighten people with
right some sort of like
something magical.
an evil that has no shape, has no form, and then it's up to the imagination, right?
Even though they did have shapes, like these
Yeah.
creatures and demons.
Right.
I know I remember when I studied a little bit about like demons in Jewish mythology.
Right.
So it's also similar to that, the same thing. It's like,
Yeah.
if you go at night to the river and you see your reflection, then this demon will come and take your eyesight. something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's all written like the ideas like basically came from a very creative individual, and it got spread.
Yes.
But it started as like somebody wanted like to warn people and to tell them don't do this or that.
Yeah.
And it became something bigger than that eventually. We saw one of the Stranger Things episodes, or two of the new ones.
Of the new ones, I think we watched 6 maybe episodes so far. We have one left that has been released, and then the final episode I think is coming out at the end of the month, like on the 31st, I think. So let me see. Stranger Things episode, not episode, season 5. Right, so 5 and 6 and 7. Yeah, so we watched episodes 5 and 6 of season 5. We still have 7 to watch, and then the final one is released on December 31st, which is going to be let me see here.
So I was thinking about, so obviously we do kind of like it because we've seen it and we keep seeing everything. But I have some problems with it. And I think it's the same problems that We see at every big franchise movie.
Yes.
We also saw Avatar,
Yeah, Fire and Ash.
and I think it's the same thing as in. Well, Avatar I think has some other problems,
Yeah.
but yeah, we obviously like it, and it's a great work of art.
Hmm.
But I have like a lot of
Critiques.
I was thinking, so the main thing, and it's the same thing in Avatar and Stranger Things and also the Marvel movies,
Yeah.
is that it feels like the creators are, at this point, they have so many characters in the story, and they want to give each one of them like a screen time,
Right.
and like to give each one of them like a special moment or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think it hurts the story all over.
You know
Because
why they do it though, right?
yeah, I know why they do it. I think the audience also wants it,
Hmm.
but and it makes more like the story becomes more compelling because of that.
Yeah.
But I think it also like causes some problems in the script.
Right. Because it feels sort of forced when they
Yeah,
switch back and forth between, because they have to like,
and it's also tiring because you have to see like every single character now has his moment on the screen and like fights the monster and do some crazy stuff that will make the character feel like he's very strong. Or
I've noticed that there's been a lot of explaining to the audience what's going on through the characters.
it's
It
yeah
was there since the first season, but I think it's
yeah.
gotten worse over
Are
time.
you talking about
Stranger
Stranger
Things,
Things?
yeah. So there's these constant monologues of what if this is what's actually happening, and then an explanation, and it's like you're not really leaving the audience any space to think for themselves or giving us any sort of like room to breathe.
Yeah, but I think it's supposed to be like that because it's basically it's written for young adults or children. Or
I don't think it's for kids. It's pretty gory. You see bones breaking and blood flying everywhere, and I don't think it's geared toward
I
children.
think it's for like young adults, maybe not
Like
children, but
14 plus probably is the goal audience. 14 to 99.
that's also a very broad audience type.
I think if we had to break it down, I'm guessing that the audience would be comprised mostly of people over 25, but that's just my guess.
Do you think so? I'm not sure. Kids are watching this show.
Oh,
I
for
know,
sure.
like our friends' kids are watching it.
So they say due to significant appeal to older adults because of nostalgia,
Yeah, because it's like
it's based in
referencing
the
the
80s.
80s.
Yeah. The largest age groups that watch, the key demographics are 18 to 34, and in some cases, polls show 18 to 49. So yeah, above 20, most above 25 even, most of the key demographics.
So I think it's the same thing also in Avatar and the Marvel movies.
Yeah, too many characters, and each one needs to be given their story arc and
I
their
don't care if they have like a lot of characters, but I don't want a lot of main characters.
right. I don't mind there being a handful of main characters. I just like it when there is oftentimes in which something is happening, but you're not being explained verbally what's happening.
Yeah.
So they have some short action bursts, let's say, in Stranger Things. We'll take that for and make an example of that. But then there's a 20-minute long diatribe or monologue about what's going on.
Yeah,
and
because
it's
they
like,
have to reference something from the 80s. They have to like take Kate Bush or take D&D or
and also the
take,
Kate Bush thing has been beaten to death. It's constant, it's nonstop. I like the song, but it's hard to hear it at this point.
Yeah. But the critique comes from maybe I think we do like the series.
Oh yeah, for
So
sure. No, it's enjoyable, and I think this is the last season as well, if I'm not
Yeah, I don't
mistaken.
think if it's possible to do something else with with it. It's like it's
They might
too
make a
much already.
movie maybe later on.
What's gonna be in the movie? And again,
Yeah, probably same, more of the same, but
in Avatar, it's funny that so it's like the art is of course it's amazing. It's an
groundbreaking.
animation movie.
Hmm.
It's not live action. Like a
I
full...
mean, some of the characters are actual
Okay,
live
so it's an
actors.
animation that has
Yes.
some live
Yeah.
action in it, but it's mostly animation. But the thing that I don't like about it is the fact that every design choices they have there is like just a little bit further from the origin and not a lot far from the origin.
Right.
So for example, they have like a giant
Whale-looking creatures.
whale-looking creatures, and it's basically whales, but they have two sets of eyes
Yeah.
at each side
Yeah.
instead of like four.
It sort of
Instead of like
reminds
two
me of the
eyes.
gimmick stores that have sort of like household objects, but that look like other things. So there's like a carrot peeler that looks like a pencil sharpener, and a spatula that looks like an omelet or whatever.
And I think that it's the same. So the reason I don't really like this series, like the ideas of it, but I do like the execution, is the story is also like that. It's like it's basically a story of the first Americans that came to the land and occupied the land and took all the resources that the Indians had. So it's this story. It's not
Yeah.
it's not doing any like major step to get away from it. It's the same story.
Yes.
And it's also the same thing about the design. So they had like big ships there.
Right.
And it was basically a sail ship. Sail ship?
Like a battle cruiser?
With sails. But the sails were... Is it sails? Is it
sails? I think they're called sailing ships, maybe?
It was basically sailing ship, but the sails were made out of
sailboats.
Sailboats.
Yeah, did they look like sailboats?
Yeah, it was basically sailboats, but they had, instead of sails that are made out of fabric.
Oh, you're not talking about the spaceships. You're talking about the in-atmosphere. They were using basically, I think, two different types of creatures to...
Yeah, it was like a sailboat, but instead of the fabric made sails, they used like something that looked like
alive, a jellyfish.
Yeah, a jellyfish
yeah.
But it was basically a sail. It wasn't like something new.
Right.
They used.
Yeah. I mean, can you even design something new at this point?
Yeah, for sure.
What
You can try. I don't think they tried.
No, I think they try.
I think they try to make it look like something that we know, in order for us to be more to like identify better with it.
Yeah.
Like if we see like a guy that hates the whale and hunts them and kills them, then we need to be angry about him and be happy that he dies at the end.
Right.
So my problem is it doesn't go further than that. It stays there.
Yeah.
But is like, of course, he's doing like a great job with animation, and it's like the movie itself is amazing, and like in the animation and also the design. But that's the only problem I did have with it.
Right. I mean, on the other hand, do you have an example of a recent piece of media that had designs that felt fresh to you?
No, not recent. No.
What was the last one that comes to mind, do you think? It doesn't have to be a movie, it could be comic book, illustration, series.
Okay. I think comic book, maybe Little Bird and Precious Metal
Okay.
has like really interesting design, and also the book that I showed today
Okay.
a few minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's also like, for me at least, it's not a new piece of work, but
It seems original to you? Okay.
it looks as if a lot of people were influenced by it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know what year the setting of the story is
Which story?
in the book that you showed in the beginning.
Oh, it looks like futuristic.
Samaris.
Yeah, it looks like a
So it's sort of like
steampunk.
there's some sort of like retro futuristic type of thing going
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
right? And yeah, a lot of so I don't remember what the name of the movie is, but there was a movie a long time ago in which human beings are basically sort of this experiment, I think, and every night at a specific time, the time, like the clock resets, and these sort of
The
men wearing gray
changes.
suits,
Yeah.
yeah, come and sort of switch everyone around.
Dark City.
Dark City, maybe, yeah.
Dark City for sure.
And so that was also, I think, influenced visually
yeah,
by this this book for sure. I can see the.
It's actually a great movie, and I think it's very
underrated. Yeah, I haven't really heard many people talk about it, actually. So I agree.
I think it's from the same period as The Matrix.
Oh, really? I thought it was older.
Maybe a year older. And it has like kind of similar themes.
Yeah.
And I used it in architecture school. We had to do like a lecture about something, and I chose to do it about this movie because it has a lot of architecture themes.
Right. Dark City. Wait, who wrote Dark City?
So the thing that is interesting sounds like it's Stephen King. Is it?
No, I don't think so.
Stephen King is a Dark Tower,
Yeah, I think Dark Tower maybe. Dark City is it was so I think there was a film in 1950.
Okay.
Called Dark City, and it's a film noir crime film, and then
it's also film noir,
right?
The new one,
and then it says that it starred Charlton Heston.
Okay, the NRA guy.
Yeah, this was Heston's first appearance in a professional film production, following his participation in David Bradley's amateur Peer Gynt. I don't know what that is. Plot. Okay, so this is, yeah, I don't know if it's, I think it's just a different movie with the same title. I don't think they have anything in common.
But they are both film noir. So
Yeah.
well, I guess the second one is not film. Maybe it's not film noir. It's
I
film
mean,
noir inspired,
yeah.
like Blade Runner is.
Dark City. Okay, Dark City is a 1998 neo-noir science fiction
Yeah,
film.
it's a year before The Matrix.
Oh, Kiefer Sutherland was in it? I don't remember him
Yeah,
being in
yeah.
it. Okay.
And also the guy who played in the series that we watched, the Man in the High Castle.
Yeah.
I think he was the main character.
Okay.
The guy that played the Nazi, the Man in the High Castle.
Yeah, I don't remember. That was quite a few years ago. Let me see.
Yeah, but it's a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Not many people know about it or talk about it.
Yeah.
I had an interesting idea a few days ago. I was thinking about trying to find like a different way of writing stories,
Mm-hmm.
like that is different than what I'm doing now.
Right.
So I started by maybe trying to dissect stories that I know
Okay.
and to check to see like their structure.
Uh-huh.
So I was like I based the idea on a lecture I heard, but I talked about it a little bit last time from Michael Levine.
Yeah.
He talks about intelligence in systems, and I wanted to use his methods,
Yeah.
like as if I'm checking the intelligence of the movie.
Right.
But of course, it's not like that. But
Yeah.
so the idea is you take a story that you know,
Yeah.
and you try to understand what's the goal of the story if
Yeah.
you think about it as a system.
Mm-hmm. Continue.
And so if a story has a goal, then the goal is to get to the end in a specific way. Let's call it like that. So for example, Jurassic Park, the goal is to show that life finds a way, and you can't control biology and life with science, and it's like a warning. What? Where are you? So Dex is gone. doing small details now. This is the eye of the zebra here. Zebra is basically a horse with stripes.
So I remembered that after making dinner, I had leftover rice and it was still in the pot. So I had to put it in the fridge. That's what I did.
Okay.
No sound. Can you hear us now, Jamie? Okay. I think it was just quiet because I had to step out for a minute, but we're back now.
Yeah.
So you were saying you were trying to take apart stories in order to see if they still functioned?
I'm not sure what I'm doing with it, but I'm trying to think differently about stories in order to find a way to write in a different way
Okay.
that is not based on something that we already know, because I'm always trying to look for new stuff.
Yeah.
I think this is the main thing I'm interested in.
New ways of writing,
New ways of writing,
thinking about
new
stories.
ways of drawing, new ways of like depicting forms on the page.
Right.
Innovation.
I mean, what you're doing right now is sort of a newer way that you found for depicting forms on a page as we speak about it.
Yeah.
With the
Negative shapes.
shapes that sort of fill an object and define the boundaries without there actually being a line for the boundary, which is very cool.
So I talked about Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And so the goal of Jurassic Park is to show that there is no way to control nature, and the outcome of trying to like, maybe I can say it in a more like dramatic way, to conquer God is gonna lead to a catastrophe. So that's the idea.
So it's about hubris.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It has like more stuff in it because it's also a story about parenthood. Like the main character learns how to be a good parent. It's about family because it's like it was written by
yeah. They're suddenly they're suddenly given basically two children.
Yeah.
To keep safe and guide through this crazy.
So the children, so what I try to do is like to break the story somehow.
Okay.
And to like put breaks in the story and check if I can like resolve and get to the same outcome.
Right.
With this change.
Okay, so
the easiest thing to do is like to get rid of a character, for example.
Okay.
So you think about, if I get rid of one character, will it break the story, or can I get to the same outcome without this character?
I think it depends which character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure, it depends on which character. But I think this specific story is strong enough that you can get rid of any character and it still works.
Any one character, not all of them at the same time.
Yeah, of course, not all.
Okay.
Because if you get rid of the main character,
yeah,
somebody else can become a main character.
No, but I thought you meant getting rid of the function of the character.
The function of the character,
not the character itself.
It is what I meant. The character itself. Like a specific
Obviously,
character.
If you take the main character and you just changed his or her characteristics, it'll still work because there's still a main character.
No, I mean like let's, like, for example, the character that breaks the system is the Newman from Seinfeld. What's his name?
I don't remember the actor's name.
So he's the reason for the whole like error in the system and the fact that the system breaks, right?
Wayne Knight, maybe is his name.
Okay.
Okay. So Jamie is asking, are you trying to do a functional story analysis? Basically. I think it's sort of part of it, maybe.
But it's a different way of analysis. It's not like a what you do in the, like when you learn how to write.
Because then you're more commenting
I'm
on.
I'm trying to think of a story as a system that tries to get to a specific goal, and check if I can like do changes in the system, and will it still work?
Will it
or
course
not?
correct? Right. Okay. So what would be another? So a character is one way of doing it. What would be another?
Another is like maybe another break is the system cannot, like, there's no chance that there will be no electricity in the park. Is it still going to be going to the same ending as the same story?
Yeah, you could get past that.
Yeah, you could get past that.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Maybe it creates like a longer story.
Yeah.
And it's maybe less horror, but
Right.
it can get to the same outcome.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it proves that this specific story is strong.
Okay.
And I think
So you're testing to see how strong the current is.
I wasn't sure at first what I'm testing. I'm trying to, my reasoning is trying to create a different type of creating method.
Okay, you're looking for new methods of constructing stories, maybe.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know if that
exactly what I need.
does that even is that even a thing that can be accomplished anymore?
Yeah, why not? And it relates to the stuff that we talked about before, because I think so there's a specific like Hollywood type of writing now that is very prominent, and you see it in every like mainstream IP,
right?
For lack of a better word.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing that you see in Avatar and in Stranger Things and in Avengers. And in comics, it's not like that. Comics is more open. But when like big studios like Netflix or I don't know, Disney, they need to like put a lot of money in these movies, so they have to make sure that people are going to like it.
Yeah.
So I think they created like some sort of a scheme of a writing method that works every time, but obviously it will break eventually because people are getting tired of it. It became predictable. You see what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
So the stories are written by a lot of people. Like a lot of people are working on them and refining them, and you can feel it. Like the script of Stranger Things now, it's very refined.
Okay.
It's like there's no stuff that is redundant. And for me,
it feels less natural.
Yeah, it became boring.
Yeah.
Because this is the only thing that you see now.
It's very regimented, is true. Like everything has its it's almost like you can tell what the next breaks and sequences are going to be.
If you know like the structure system
Yeah.
that they do to write a story, yeah, it's easy to know. And I do predict everything. I can
Yes,
know.
you do. Yeah.
I predict everything that's gonna happen because I know the structure system that
Yeah, that's
they
true.
use to write it.
Yesterday we were watching episode 6. There's going to be a spoiler coming up in the next couple of sentences for whomever hasn't watched it yet and would not like it to be spoiled. And there was the conversation between what's his face and what's her name. The room was melting,
Oh yeah.
and then it was
Okay.
sort of like this emotional moment, and you said he's gonna break up with her or something
No,
along the
but
lines,
I
or
knew it way before
yeah, and
this
then and it
scene.
sort of felt like it was leading to a proposal, but then he said basically, "I'm not gonna propose to you because I love you too much for that," or something along the lines.
Yeah, but
And you were right. You knew that they weren't gonna get married. But I guess
because it's like they do this because they don't want people to be surprised and without any. It's like what's the I'm blanking on the term.
what?
Deus ex machina,
Yeah,
where there's
something that comes out of the blue and solves
yeah.
everything.
So
And
they have to show before the scene itself. They have to show some hints for
right,
it.
yeah.
And if I see a hint, I know it's gonna lead to the.
But why did you know that they were not going to get married instead of get married?
Because there were problems with the relationship that they showed. They specifically chose to show them.
Right.
And if they chose to show them,
There's a reason
there's a reason. Yeah.
for showing them. It's like the smoking gun, or just yeah, just showing a gun in the first act and then
Yeah.
having it appear again in the middle of the story.
And in the past, movies were not like that, and stories were not like that.
Yes,
It was more.
organic.
It wasn't. Yeah, it. Everything now is very like refined. It's too refined.
I don't know if refined is the right word.
I think it's
I
the
think
right word. It's
rigid
like
maybe is a
I think it's
better.
refined. I think nothing is left open. Everything needs to be
Neatly
very
packed
tight,
away and
very
solved,
tight.
and yeah.
And it wasn't like that in the past.
Yeah.
And it's storytelling, so you can try to find different ways to do it and be also successful, like with people loving the stuff that you write. So that's why what I'm looking for, basically.
I've often thought about
all the time, not just now.
Yeah.
It's nothing new for me.
I've often thought about how much mystery you could leave up to sort of the audience interpretation and still have it be popular, I guess.
David Lynch, for example.
But David Lynch
you can leave a lot. Like you can,
yeah.
It's David Lynch's movies. A lot of them are like artwork.
There's no explanation.
No explanation
whatsoever
at all.
Yeah, I think that's
it's
is
not
very.
That there's no explanation. There's many explanations.
Yeah, but
everyone that watches the movie has its own explanation.
But also on the level of the characters that he writes have no clue most of the time what's going on.
Yeah.
It's not like they're figuring things out and then they see the broader picture. They leave as stupid as they were going into it. I don't know if stupid's the right word, but like as ignorant of their circumstances, we'll say, as they were coming into it. Sometimes even more so. But yeah.
The main characters, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he was an amazing artist. And he will be missed. It's strange to me sometimes just thinking that we live in a post David Lynch, post David Bowie, post Prince, post all of these like sort of really great artists that we grew up on don't exist anymore in our world, physically at least. Their art continues, but they're not necessarily going to be making any new pieces anytime soon. Maybe some unreleased material, but that's as far as that'll go. It's sad.
But there's like new artists that do
But is
interesting
there
stuff.
anyone at the moment functioning on the level of what Prince did for music and culture back then?
I don't really like Prince. I don't know. I'm sorry.
You don't have to like him, but you agree that he was a huge original influence on music and also on fashion and many other avenues. It's sort of on par
Okay.
with Michael Jackson, I think, and what he did for the pop world as well, or Madonna. It's you don't have to like her or her music, but it's hard to deny the influence that they've had on culture.
I think there's a lot of Madonna, for example, she used a lot of like other she knew how to use like other artists to get her stuff like done, like using the correct um what's his name, the DJ guy that worked with her
A DJ?
on Ray of Light.
Oh, I know
What's
who you're
his name?
talking about.
She knew who to work with.
The producer, you mean, right?
Producer, yeah.
William Orbit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she said in an interview a couple of decades ago that she heard something produced by William Orbit and she said, "Yeah, I want an album that has some of these sounds in it."
But I don't really like pop music, so I don't know. I can't say that I appreciate it.
No, but you still recognize the effects it's had on culture, right? You don't have to like it to recognize its importance.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. We can use the same test as before and see if Madonna wouldn't exist. Would we get to the same outcome of pop music as we have
I
now?
don't think so. I think we'd be in a fairly different place.
Maybe better?
I don't know. No, I don't. So better or worse in this context is very, very subjective and open to,
Yeah.
opinion and taste and very subjective, basically. But we would be in a different spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she definitely influenced things to a very great extent. And I don't think that you can take that away from any one of those artists.
I'm not trying to take away anything.
I'm not saying you as a person trying to take it away, but just like there's credit due there, and they're given it automatically. I think. I don't.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
think
think anyone
they lack
contests.
credit. They have a lot
No,
of
yeah,
credit.
no one contests the fact that they influenced popular culture to a great extent.
But I also think there's a lot of musicians that influenced culture in a very impactful way, and they are less known than
Oh, for
Madonna, for
sure, for
example.
sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's always the case though, isn't it?
Maybe more than like very known figures in music.
Yeah,
Maybe more than them.
for sure. I'm sure some of them are names that we haven't even heard.
There's the guy from Daft Punk that they had like a song about him. What's his name?
Oh,
The
electronic music, I think maybe it
mhm.
was.
like a producer.
Giorgio something.
Yeah, Giovanni Giorgio.
Giovanni Giorgio. Yeah. I think that's sort of the impetus for creating that song, to make people bring the awareness to the creator that influenced things that wasn't
Nobody
necessarily popular.
knows his name.
Yeah.
For Daft Punk, for example, is I think it's a more interesting artist than Madonna, and it's the same type of music. I'm not saying it's the same type of music, but it's pop music.
Yeah.
And I think they're more influential than Madonna. I have a MacGuffin in the story.
Okay.
And it also appears in the dream sequences. Like here, for example.
What is the MacGuffin here?
It's a statue.
Right. Yeah.
So the story is about a utopia. We talked about it
Right. Yeah.
before, and it's a utopia that the people there, they don't have any personal possessions. So art becomes the most powerful personal
commodity.
Yeah. So one of the artworks appears in the story many times, and it's sort of like
It
a
drives
theme.
the story. Yeah.
It's funny to think, because I thought about like a society that people can't have any possessions.
Okay.
Like it's not allowed to buy land, or to like they don't have money, for example.
Okay. Is this like a post scarcity society?
Yeah.
So all of their basic needs are met, or even more than their basic needs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you don't have anything that you can buy, and you don't buy land, and you don't have the thing that becomes the most powerful, and maybe I'm looking for a word, like the thing that is, it's not like in monetary terms, but it's the most expensive thing that you can have in the society is artwork.
Oh, so they're allowed to own artwork.
They're not allowed to buy artwork, but if you're an artist, you can create artwork.
Okay.
And it's yours. It's not that they take it after you create it.
Okay, so being an artist and
So
producing
basically
things.
being an artist and producing thing becomes like the most strong feature that you can have in this specific society. It's way different from what we have today.
It's completely different. It sounds inhuman almost. It sounds like human beings wouldn't be able to function, or maybe, I don't know. It's also a question of nature and nurture, right? If you take, for instance, a few humans, and you put them on a planet, or in a closed society that functions in that way, will they just behave normally under the new circumstances? Probably.
If the system works and it has like no flaws, like it's like capitalism. It works more or less now, then it keeps existing. if the system works and has no like big flaws,
Right.
I don't see a reason for it
Not to work.
work.
So you don't think that sort of Lord of the Flies type of
No,
human
I don't believe
bigotry and like sort of evilness creep up to the surface given the circumstances, and
no, but it's a system that has
will people not
laws.
be
It's not like
envious of each
you
other?
can't like do whatever you want. They
I
have
mean,
laws.
I mean, if there's basically if there's like a what are they called in Star Trek? The machines that produce the food.
Replicator.
I don't know what they call. I think
Replicator.
is it called a replicator?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, if everyone has that and you can generate anything you want, would people still become envious of each other? Because you could be envious of someone's
Yeah.
physical appearance,
Reason.
right?
Yeah.
You could be envious of someone's relationships. You can be
Mhm.
envious of a characteristic, achievements. They could be envious of each other's artistic prowess.
But envy is not the only reason for problems. There's a
No, but
lot-
it's one of the main. It's one of the main ones. I think greed and envy are really at the top of the.
I think the main issue with capitalism is like fear. People are have like fears of not having enough, and that's the reason they accumulate.
I mean,
And there's nothing to stop them. The system doesn't say you can't accumulate.
right, but also
You can, so they do it because they can.
also
Nothing stops
in the
them.
capitalistic system in our society, it's hard to blame them for feeling the fear of
Yeah,
not having. You know what I
because
mean?
there's a reason for
Yeah,
that.
you need
Because
it in order
if you,
to survive.
yeah, because you can't do
Basically.
anything without money. You
Yeah.
have to. It's inherent in the system that it's frightening to
Right.
be in this system.
Yeah, that's crazy. It is. Yeah, I feel that as well. I think
It teaches you to fear,
I think
and that's actually that's the theme of the story. It's the main theme. It's like fear versus trust. So
okay.
this society is based on trust.
Right.
So that's why it's a utopia.
Okay. And it works.
Yeah. It's not like a utopian story that is hidden inside a dystopia.
Secretly, it's actually a dystopia, and then you discover it.
No, it's not like that.
Okay.
It's a real utopia like Star Trek.
Okay.
So
do they also have? I'm just because when I think of functioning utopia, I also quickly come to thoughts about medical issues, about their technology, health technology. Do they also have like easier ways of fixing the human body when it fails? Or
I don't know. I'm not talking
yeah,
about that.
it's
It's
not.
not the issue of the story.
Right.
So.
But I think that's like the second most important thing, right? The first thing is to have everyone's basic needs met automatically.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second thing would be to be able to repair disease or damage to the human body or psyche.
And to give it for free to everybody.
Yes, yeah.
So there are countries that have free healthcare.
Yeah.
But it's not, most of the times it's not really free.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
like getting
you pay more taxes or
no, I mean like you buy the medication.
right.
If you like something happens to you, you need to pay. It's not like
right.
It's completely free.
Mm-hmm.
You get like the basic needs, but it's not really free.
Jamie says artists like David Bowie and Prince didn't just make music, they redefined what an artist could be. They fused sound, identity, fashion, sexuality, mythology, and risk into something deeply human. And then he wrote, think of it like this: when photography arrived, painting didn't die, it changed. Impressionism, abstraction, expressionism happened because realism was no longer the point.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to seeing more of your pages. Have you had any interesting commissions that you can mention?
I've done like a cool commission. I don't
Mm.
know if I can talk about it because it's supposed to be in an anthology.
Right.
It's a very, very cool. I think it's the best commission I've ever done.
So
It's a
far. Yeah.
double page. Yeah, it's
Did you finish that one?
yeah, I finished it, but it's still here. I didn't send it yet. I
Yeah.
need to send it to Tatiana.
Is it a secret? We don't know.
I don't know actually. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we should start asking that question, by the way. What can we mention?
Yeah, because I know the guy that it's for.
Yes.
And last time when I've done a commission for him,
Yes.
he didn't want to see it
Right.
beforehand.
Okay. Yeah.
So he also, when I gave it to him, he took a video and
Oh yeah, I remember.
wanted to film the experience of seeing it for the first time. So I think he doesn't want
anyone to see it before.
see,
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense. Jamie says, I look forward to seeing that commission. Yeah, you will. Uh-huh.
Yeah, eventually.
Once it's delivered and received,
yeah.
I think we...
And it's also, I think it's going to be published. So it's a commission. He gets the original
art,
and also
yeah.
it's going to be published in a anthology, I think.
Right.
And I've also done something for heavy metal now. Which
Yes.
is also, it's not a commission, but it's like a work for hire,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
And it's also a double
page spread.
Yeah, it's a double page spread, but it's a story. It's not like a
short story form.
Very, very short. 2 pages. One double page, basically.
Yeah.
And I also have the new book that's gonna be, I think, in March. I think somewhere in March in stores.
Okay, but we can't talk about. You can't share the name yet, or no, nothing about it so far. Okay,
but very, very soon
we'll be able to show it on here and open discussion if anyone wants to ask questions about
it's
it.
the first. I can say that it's the first time that I've done a series,
right,
and not a graphic novel,
and
also that I'm not coloring it. There's another artist that's coloring it, and it's really, really good. He already finished two issues.
Right.
He's like a big league
colorist. Yeah, he's doing amazing work.
And also worked on some of the most famous books that everybody knows
in recent history. Yeah.
Yeah. And a very nice guy also.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
Yeah, so far I really like working with this publisher.
Yeah, we can say which publisher it is, right?
Yeah, it's Panic.
It's Panic, which is formerly made up of people who worked at
DC.
DC. Okay. Yeah, so they've published a few volumes so far.
Horrors. Yeah, mostly they're doing horror stuff.
Yes, yeah.
And my story is not horror. They have a story with David Dastmalchian.
Okay.
Which is the actor that played in The Dark Knight and the James Gunn movie, The Suicide Squad.
Okay, yeah.
And he also writes comics. Yeah, it's a cool publisher. I really enjoy working with them so far. Let's see how it goes with the publication and the rest of the job that they have in marketing. Yeah, basically marketing. It's
a lot of very complex work that I don't understand. Jamie says, now that Christmas is over, I'm going to save up and ask for a commission. Amazing.
Cool.
Yeah. We're looking forward to it.
Oh, and also I have another. I just finished another story that's maybe it's gonna be even before that because it's going for digital. It's a digital comics, so
Okay.
it's going for like a vertical scroll.
Mm-hmm. Wait, this
For
is another story, or?
yeah, it's something that I just recently finished for with another writer,
Yeah.
and it's for a superhero universe, more or less, like a story that's gonna be first on a vertical scroll.
Okay. So
And
online.
yeah, at least at first.
Mm-hmm. But it's not going. We're not. Just to make it clear, we're not talking about a superhero franchise.
It's a superhero franchise that
Okay.
it's that this story it's like one of the like the for example like DC has like a different kind of stories in it. So
Right.
it's a universe that has different kind of stories in it, and this story is like more magical horror,
Yeah.
maybe similar to what's his name?
Constantine.
Constantine and Hellboy.
Mm-hmm. More along the lines of that type of style.
Yeah, I've done one of the pages here, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was the
Not
page
last
with
time,
the
but
Porsche, right?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe two pages. It was. I
Yeah.
think the other one was with the guy that looks like a dog or.
Oh, Anubis.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so those pages were from the upcoming Endless Scroll,
Yeah,
and then we'll see if it
that's
goes into physical print, or do we not know yet?
we don't know yet, but
Yeah.
we hope so.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the audience for this one, but I'm not sure exactly what's going on with this.
Mm-hmm.
But I really liked doing this because I usually I'm not working with other
Other artists.
writers.
Yeah. And also you're used to coloring all of your own art, and
Oh,
now
I
you
did color it.
what?
This one I did
Oh no, no,
color.
I'm just saying that that's also a thing that recently has, when you had a colorist working on the
Oh yeah,
upcoming book, right? So that was also a new type of collaboration.
yeah. Because I told them like in advance that I'm not gonna have time to color it. So
Right.
I preferred that someone else will take it coloring wise. I do like coloring, but
It's a lot of work. It's
yeah,
very time consuming.
yeah.
Yeah. Even when you have flatters that
I have
separate
I have a flatter
everything and make it ready
also.
for coloring, it's still a very lengthy process, and
Yeah, but it
it's
saves a lot
very,
of time, the
yes,
flatter.
yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of work, and
Mm-hmm.
I think once I have the figures done in the inking stage, I
Yeah.
can give it to a very like um, creative and good colorist, and it's gonna work perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's been an hour and a half.
Oh, really?
Yes, went by really quickly. Good conversation. I think we're gonna pause at this point and take a look at what you drew today so far.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to the full page cam. So we have,
When I like in the past when I've done double pages,
right,
I didn't cut them like specifically in the middle.
right.
I've done like some
In
like
offset.
yeah, but when people buy it afterwards, they prefer to be able to put them together,
separate them or put them together. Yeah, maybe frame them as one piece.
as one piece. Yeah.
Right.
So if people are gonna buy this,
Yes.
it's better
The
to have
original
it.
piece. Yeah.
So that's, I've only managed to do one side
Mm-hmm.
and only started the other side. There's also the zebra and the knight here that I
Right.
need to finish, and all the backgrounds and the blacks. Yeah, it's, this page is a bit more complicated than regular talking heads page.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. The anatomy and all of the zebra stripes.
That takes a lot of time, like
Yes.
all the black.
And all of the psychedelic cape waving there with the squiggly lines.
So I also have here, like, to finish
Yeah.
this, another cape and another, like the knight here and the zebra
Mm-hmm.
and the backgrounds. And yeah, it's gonna take maybe 6 more hours, maybe
Yeah.
more,
Yeah.
maybe even more.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if I do it. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow morning. We'll see.
We'll show the results obviously next week.
If I finish
If
it
it's done by then,
yeah.
yeah. And sign off for now.
Yeah.
It was nice seeing you again, Jamie, and hope to see you next week as well. Anyone else who is online, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
And same time next week, Mondays, 6:30 p.m. EST.